Hello everybody. In this lesson I will discuss functions and more specifically how to test for a function using the vertical line test. A function is a special kind of relation. For every x value there is at most one y value. Each element of the domain is associated with only one element of the range. The x values are never repeated in the set of ordered pairs. Now when I give you a domain on the left there and on the right I give you the range, then you will see that every x has a corresponding y value in the range. When you look at a parabola is a function. When you look at a circle is a relation. We can perform a special kind of test to test whether a graph is a function. It's called the vertical line test. A vertical line will cut the graph of a function only once. Now if you look at the circle, when I perform the vertical line test, you will see that the line cuts the graph twice. Therefore, a circle is not a function. On the parabola, when I perform the vertical line test, you can see that the graph cuts the vertical line once, therefore a parabola is a function. If you look at this parabola down here on the left hand side, when I perform the vertical line test, it cuts the vertical line twice, so that parabola is not a function. And then on the hyperbola, when I perform the vertical line test, you will see that the graph cuts the vertical line once. Therefore, a hyperbola is a function. Once we've established that the graph is a function, we can perform something that we call a horizontal line test. And then we can test whether the function is a one-to-one function or a many-to-one function. Now, if you look at the first sketch there, the straight line, when we do a vertical line test, the graph cuts the vertical line once, therefore a straight line is a function. When we perform the horizontal line test, you will see that the straight line cuts the horizontal line once, therefore it's a one-to-one function. If we look at the sketch of the circle, when we perform the vertical line test, it cuts it twice. Therefore, a circle is not a function. On the parabola, when we do the vertical line test, the graph cuts the vertical line once, therefore it's a function. Now we perform the horizontal line test, and you will see that your parabola cuts the horizontal line twice. Therefore, the parabola is a many-to-one function. On the fourth sketch there, when we do the vertical line, we will see that that graph cuts the vertical line twice. Therefore, that graph is not a function. Down here, half a circle. When we do the vertical line test, the half circle cuts it once. Therefore, it's a function. When we do the horizontal line test, you will see that your graph cuts the horizontal line twice. Therefore, it's a many-to-one function. And then the last graph that you see there, that is a cubic function, and we will deal with that when we deal with the calculus chapter. But let's perform a vertical line test. The graph cuts the vertical line once, therefore it's a function. And then when we perform the horizontal line test, we see that the graph cuts the horizontal line 3 times. Therefore, it's a many-to-one function. By now, you understand that in maths there's different ways of writing different elements. Now, the first thing I want to show you is something that's called mapping notation. That is an example, and that reads f maps x onto -5x. We also get something that we call functional notation. there's an example, and that reads f of x is equal to 4x. Now when I give you f of x is equal to x plus 2, that notation, f is not an abbreviation for function. We may just as easily use g or h to represent a function. Now I want to discuss the domain and range of a function. The domain refers to the possible x values a function can have. And if you look at this parabola, it's all the x values, and the way we write it is x is an element real. The range is the possible y values a function can have. And remember, we always read the range from the bottom upwards on the y-axis. Therefore, this parabola's range will be y is an element negative infinity up to 4, and please note 4 is included. And remember, it's always the y-coordinate of the turning point. In the next lesson, I will discuss the inverse of a straight line. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next lesson.